this will be short and sweet because there's nothing worse than a long speech. I welcome you all to Santa's first solo in Ireland. I think it's her first solo in Ireland.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, Santa works here in Signal. She's an artist in Signal, and she actually puts together designs and prints and sorts out and coordinates the whole members newsletter, which is really important. But she also runs classical drawing classes here on Tuesday evenings, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you can see, you will learn a lot. It's really great pleasure to have her here, and it's a great pleasure to have her working with us. And I really hope you take the time to engage with the drawings, because there's a lot in them, and if you spend some time in their presence, you get emotion. Like, I get different things each time I look, and I've just noticed one of my favourites is sold, the dancing tree. Oh, yeah. Which honestly, when I'm standing there looking at it long enough, I feel like going like this with it, you know. There's just such beautiful, and there's such a great variety in the work as well, and yet her style is throughout, and yet there is a change within each piece and a different approach within each piece, and still her style is there. But I think these 4 pieces are literally showing you exactly her skill. They're like a demonstration of her skill, and quite honestly, they're way too cheap. So if you don't buy one, you're a fool. That's all I can say.
Double the price.
I'm quickly doubling the price.
And there's which is also sold. Actually, quite my favourites are starting to sell, which is good. But there's one down there which I think is so subtle and so beautiful in its simplicity. It's just called The Beginning, and it's like this egg. But isn't it? It's just the way the shading is all done. It's shaped by the shading around it. It's just beautifully done, really well, really delicate. It's just perfect. And there's a piece beside it which has this kind of moss on the tree, which I actually originally looked at sideways and went, oh, it's a landscape with green in it. I wasn't expecting that because we had so much charcoal. And then she turned it up and I went, oh, now I like it even better. You know, so it's again just that simplicity in those 2 pieces are really fantastic. But also, I'm intrigued by this one here. And the title, you read the title, it's fucking great. It's Your Blood, Choose Your Neighbours Wisely.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely.
You're kind of like, who died? Who's been thrown into the sea? Or who's between us? But it's
quite a history.
Yes, yeah, of course. So, but it is. I love the contrast between the reds and the greys as well, and how that just comes out at you emotionally. But of course, as you know, Santa, the one I'm terrified by, which is the sunshine on the trees. But for me, it reminds me of some really dark, and it's the only one with an orange colour in it, in a sense, or that kind of, you know, apart from the 4 here, it just stands out for me quite a lot, because every time I look at it, I feel like I'm getting lost in a grim fairy tale, you know, or one of those, or the old Green Man fairy tales, which would be very popular around, certainly were in Slovenia when I was there. So it reminds me of that, you know, and being in the woods in Slovenia. So that's kind of where I end up when I'm looking at it. So I just think they're really beautiful. And there's something quite mystical about this piece as well. It's like, in terms of contrast to the rest, there's a real mystical feel to this piece, which is kind of almost feels like it's because there's so much going on in the other pieces, and they bring you in so emotionally. This is almost like a lift, you know, out of the, how moody is this work? And it's just brilliant. I love how there's so much emotion going on in the work. For those of you who don't know, Santa has a myriad of talents. So this year she has also won, and I need to get the title right. She has won for 2 plays, she won set design for 2 plays, costume and set. Have I got that right? Costume and stage design.
Yes.
And it's the I'm going to get this right. World Latvian Amateur Theatre Festival, which was held in Stockholm. Now she works on this every year, pretty much every year. So it's an amazing, and it's like we all know Latvian theatre and Latvian singing, like it's an amazing thing. So it's an amazing thing for her, achievement for her, and I think it's really, really fantastic. And she needs to tell us more. And so I just want to say, enjoy. Open your wallets, people. That's what you're here for. And support Santa. And I just want to say congratulations, Santa.
And in answer, what I want to say, I'm so lucky to be in Signal. I'm so lucky to get this possibility to start to be artist, what I wanted to be all my life. But as I wanted to eat at the same time, I spent my life as a graphic designer. And if some people are saying that lockdown is something bad, for me that was life-changing event, which gave me all this. And really big thanks to Eleanor, Don, and Heather, because without her my pieces still would be on the desk. She was